So this is episode 17, and we have our lovely guest today, and she can introduce herself. Miss Dana.
Yes, hi, Dana Strang. I hail from the Big Island of Hawaii and currently in Scottsdale. I own Synergy Center Scottsdale, which is a health and wellness facility. And then I also have Yoga Hale Hawaii, which is another wellness center, really cutting edge health, wellness, fitness, and nutrition. So excited to be here. Honored.
We
Thank
are
you.
honored
Thank
to
you
have
so much.
you.
All righty. So let's dive right on in. Miss Dana, when did you decide to practice yoga, and how did you choose or know what type of yoga that you wanted to study?
Yeah. And, in a lot of the ways, we talk about when did yoga find us, and for me, that was truly, it was in a moment of desperation. I was born in Chicago and, just not a lot of supervision. And so left to my own devices, not really good devices, or choices in that matter. And really it was walking into a hot yoga class in the city and, really focusing on my breath. And that's when I realized I was like, wow, I have been settling. I've been settling for less than. And that's when I went and studied in an ashram in West Bengal and really took it to another level because at the time I had been truly battling anxiety on a level, and I didn't really realize what it was, but really to the point where it was almost debilitating. I stopped doing certain things. I stopped participating in sports. I stopped going to social events and really living
Right.
life. And so that's when when it really hit me. I was like, wow, I took a first couple classes and I was like, oh, I feel amazing. And it was kind of my trajectory onto, well, if I feel this good, I want to share this with others. And it kind of
That's
led,
amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. So how has yoga helped you in your personal life?
Yeah. And like I said, I was at DePaul University in Chicago. I was studying and teaching at the fitness facility. And I was just go, go, go. And this really helped me stop, breathe. And again, it took me on a trajectory to India and then Hawaii. And then I say I grew up in Hawaii because that's really where I did
Oh,
grow up.
wow. Okay.
You
I've
know,
never been to Hawaii myself, but my mom goes to Hawaii every August. Hopefully next
yes,
August I'll be able to join her. So
yes,
I'm be
yes,
calling you, girl. I got anxiety.
yes. Okay, well, I can help you with that.
Okay.
Um,
And how is yoga different from meditation though? Because I've seen a lot of people who
yes.
practice yoga or does meditate. Like, is it a difference or anything, or is it the same?
Incredible question. I love this question because people shy away from meditation. They're like, "Oh, that's a little too woo for me."
Mhm.
But honestly, yoga and the asanas and a practice, anything physical, any physical practice will help bring you to your breath, will help connect. And I always say, breath to body, body to mind, right? And it's like
Mhm.
if you can get into your body and drop into your body, they're interconnected. You can't separate the two. So there's going to be a mutual benefit. So
Right.
the practice, the actual physical practice, even walking, right? Walking, there's walking yoga, there's laughing yoga. Like if you could cover the gamut, honestly, I feel if I'm going to marriage East and West, it's the physical movement with intention. And once you do that, you've connected to your mind. So there's a meditation in the movement. People think meditation needs to be mindless. I think
Right.
I think it's just mindful, you know?
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been doing yoga? How long have you been in this practice?
Holy moly, how long have you been alive?
So we have to
Um,
practice that every day, just staying calm, breathing,
um,
counting to
Yes.
yeah.
10.
So my first yoga class was in the early 90s, so 95, 96.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and then I started teaching in 99. So I've been doing it for a little bit.
Okay, okay. And this is probably a silly question, but when I first when we first connected and wanted, started this whole process of the interview, I was just wondering, like, cause like you said, when you think of meditation or yoga, I just wonder, like, cause I have to practice myself being upset or getting aggravated, frustrated, or whatever. Do you get mad? What do you do when you get mad?
Yes. So I'm part Cherokee, I'm part Italian. Yes. Yes,
She's
and
like,
yes.
absolutely.
So I think what it is, it's not necessarily to deny any of the emotions that happen, but to understand that I have the power within me to turn it around. Like what
To
I'm
control
trying,
it.
yeah, for my boys especially, it became even more important to model it, but also it's like, how quick can you turn the page? It's like, have the emotion, appreciate it, honor it for where it gets you and what it does or why you are. There's good reasons, right? God-given reason to be angry, but how quickly do you get over that emotion and start moving
Right.
forward?
Right. Okay. So I know you said you've been doing this for a long time, but when did you realize, or how did you turn yoga into a successful business?
Yeah, that's a great question. And that's kind of been my passion and my heart. Um, I so I went to Hawaii, coming out of the ashram, coming out of an extended Ashtanga program, yoga program, and I wanted to finish my schooling. So I went to University of Hawaii Hilo and went for my master's in exercise phys, kinesiology. So like I said, I wanted to marriage the two. I wanted to know why when I was breathing, I was feeling so elated. And so this
Right.
gave me the science behind it. And so because of that, I found myself in a very unique position. And I come from a family of, restaurant owners and business minded people. And I was like, okay, my heart is to give it to the masses. And the only way that I knew how to do it was to have my own space and welcome people in. So we started a by donation yoga studio on the Big Island of Hawaii. And that's where it started. It was like, let's bring it to everybody. And the minute we did that, people flooded in. It was really cool.
Okay. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That
I like
does. Sounds
everything
like a
that you're doing.
beautiful experience.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna have to do some yoga. I need to
I
relieve.
know, we
I
gotta
need to
try it.
breathe.
Try some hot yoga. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Right.
Hot yoga, you
In Hawaii,
have to
though.
be in your mind. Yeah. You have to be
I
in
want to
your
be in
mind.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it in Hawaii. Oh my gosh, come to Yoga Hale. I'll get you all set up with on the Big Island. We're just right across from the ocean, so it's really nice to do a hot yoga class. Bring your towel, walk over the ocean, jump in. It doesn't suck.
Oh
Oh
man.
yeah, I can't wait to tell my
We
mom
gotta
about
plan
this.
it.
Yeah, she gonna love this.
I'm okay with a Soul Sister retreat. You just let me know when.
You know
Oh,
what?
definitely.
That
That'll be
sounds
next.
good. Yes, that does
That'll be
sound
next.
good.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Get like 6 girls, 6 to 8 of us,
Yes.
and just go out there, travel, do some yoga, meditation, just breathe. I remember me and my sister was talking yesterday, and we were just so frustrated with work and everything that we have going on because we're both just serial entrepreneurs. And she was like, you know what, sis, sometimes I don't even just get a chance to breathe.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, just take a step back, close your eyes, imagine you being in a beautiful place, shut out all the noise, and just breathe.
Yeah.
Just like you said, take a walk, take a bubble bath, anything to just relax yourself. So that'll be nice. We're gonna have to plan a Sister Soul Session retreat with Miss Dana Strang.
Yes. I love it. Well, and I'll tell you too.
It'll be beautiful.
In Hawaii, so I started my business and then I partnered with my business partner, Siphon. And Siphon and I took it to the next level. And like you said, like you love her as well. Just incredible. So the two of us together, we've had some incredible times doing that, and I think that would be powerful. What I always try to do also, like you saw on the thing, is give people tools right here, right now, to get there. And then once they realize they got that little spark, that little light bulb, go, oh,
Right.
And then from there, like the journey begins,
Okay. So what is your goal as a yoga instructor? Like, what, I know you've been doing this for a long time. Like, what's next with
Yeah.
the whole yoga thing? Like, what's your goal, ultimate goal?
Yeah, and thanks for asking. Truthfully, so because I was able to see success in this, and I work with a bunch of women, and I see them come in. So Saifan and I started it's called Yoga Aloha House, and it's for men, women, and children, mostly women and children, but men for sure. We need the dads who have been affected by domestic violence to heal through wellness. And
Wow.
so it's, yoga classes, but also, circ classes and acrobatic yoga classes and, different stuff to really bring people together. And families come in and take the classes together,
Right.
And you can have all the ages, and you have the silks. And, we had a trapeze at one point. Unfortunately, in COVID, we downsized a little in Hawaii. So we don't have the trapeze anymore, but silks, hammocks, lira, pole, all of those fun modalities just to get people, again, out of their minds, into their bodies, and then breath, body, back to their minds.
Okay. So how was it during COVID? Like staying focused, keeping people motivated, keeping your peace because everybody thought the world was going to shut down and end. So how did you take the COVID situation with your business?
Yeah, so we went online. And that's really where I developed an online presence. And I don't know if it's a presence per se, like influencing or anything. It's just a presence where we would, I would bring people to their breath. I would talk about health and wellness. I just had a friend of mine who was coming to my yoga classes pretty regularly. He's amazing. Oh, what an amazing soul. He said that he had gotten sick during COVID, and my meditations and all my online stuff helped get him through it. So he just literally that about a month ago. I didn't even know it, but just being able to do that stuff, I was like, because our studio was shut down, we couldn't.
Right,
So we did online videos, we had online classes. I went on live as much as I could. So,
Yeah, and doesn't that just warm your heart when you know that you really helped and healed someone? Because you never know what somebody is going through. Just like you said, you didn't even know he had COVID and he was taking the online classes and, practicing and staying, consistent with it, and it helped him. I make body scrub and lip scrub. So I had a couple of people purchase lip scrubs during the COVID. And she said when she called COVID, one of my customers said that the discoloration of her lip, they was like bluish purple. And just by using my lip scrub, run back the coloration of her lip. She wouldn't have thought about using anything else during COVID, because everybody was saying, don't do this, don't do this, but it's organic. So she used it and it did help her. So
I love it.
I like when I, produce a product or anything and it changes someone's life, it just takes a little bit.
It's it that, I mean, and you don't realize, I think for me, there was a minute there where I was like, we're not creating enough of an impact. We're not helping enough people. And then you start to realize, yeah, you are, you just don't realize it's like one at a time, and so like you said, like, what's my big vision, my big goal now is to help other women entrepreneurs do that and be that and feel that, because it's hard. Life is hard.
Life is life. Yes, life is life.
It's like, it's life in me. And, you're just like, come on, let's talk about the real. Let's talk about what's real. Let's like I remember when I was pregnant, I finally was able to find the mamas that were like, yeah, this bullshit. I'm fat. I'm tired. My feet are swollen. This is awful. And I was like, you guys are my people. Like, you're real.
Right. Okay. And I heard you say that you have children. You have 2 boys.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you practice or did you do any yoga while you were pregnant? Like, is that safe?
Oh yeah. All the way through, actually, to the point, Saifan, I was having contractions with my 9-year-old, with Steven, and she's like, hey, can you teach at 9:30? And my mom was like, no, you are not going to have that baby on the yoga floor. And she was right. I delivered him later that night. So
wow.
All the way up.
Okay. Because I've always wanted. I know I've seen people do yoga. I didn't know if there was different practices, or you couldn't do it while you was pregnant, or it's healthier while you to do it while you're pregnant. So that's good. So anybody that's pregnant, that any viewers, it is safe to do yoga.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you too, like the only thing we say is that if you've been doing it, then you can keep doing it. Don't ever try something new when you're pregnant, right?
Of course.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you for sharing that with us. You have anything that you wanna chime in on, B?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was going to ask you, Dana, as far as you mentioned that your next step or your next goal is to reach out to as many women and entrepreneurs as possible. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, 100%. So what we've been able to do as of late, so my biggest passion, it's like I've always had to trade time for money, right? You get a product and you leverage yourself a little bit by being able to sell that. For me, it was, I always saw women, particularly because that was my business. Most of us, in the healing and health and wellness, generally women were struggling, right? We were struggling to make ends meet, and we are the most really giving of our hearts and giving of our souls, and wanting to improve life. Like entrepreneurs are not only like giving, heartfelt, soul-felt, they're artists, they're they're really the difference makers of the world. So it's like, how do we sit down and have real conversations on what this looks like to work together, right? To have different revenue streams, not just the one thing you do, like teach yoga, but how do you have privates? How do you do workshops? How do you have retreats? How do you have parties? How do you have products? How do you get paid while you sleep?
Right.
So that you can go to Hawaii and have fun, So that's really, for my heart is for helping people who are in our position to really, shine.
Okay.
Would you say it would be more in person, online, as far as retreats?
Yeah, I've been toying around with the idea. So we have an 11-day reset that is actually more of a nutritional reset, but I've been toying around with the idea of having the 11-day reset retreat, but have it be online. So I think, in person, you can never replace in-person retreats. So I would love, I am all in for helping you establish that one. Picking the date and getting it going. We had a really successful one in May that we just did. And, now it's just picking what the next date is, giving it 6 to 8 months and having it planned right. But, it's both. It's a hybrid. I think what came out of COVID is we have, we get to do both.
Right.
I feel like you get more clientele that well too. Yeah, I was about to say, we do in person in person, you get, it's like double dipping. You get more clientele that way because not everyone is in the same city, same state, things of that sort. And I know you noticed you stated an 11-day reset as far as nutritional. Does that look like a fast, like maybe like a fruit fast, a water fast, or is it more so just I guess intuitive eating?
Oh my gosh, great question. So this is my science background. We go off what's called protein pacing and intermittent fasting, and that's a pretty good buzzword these days. Most people,
it is. I do
like, they're getting up on it, right? So I'm like,
yes,
I'm not the weirdo in the corner anymore. So yes, we take people through, and we do it coach. So this is the other beautiful thing, that this is what I got really excited about coming out of COVID, because as yoga teachers and as facilitators, healers, massage, all of the things, right? Acupuncturists, even you, if you were doing facials and medi spas, we got shut down. We were shut down hardcore, like boom. So what we can do now online is, meet people where they're at. Like we're all in different places right now, and we can connect. We coach people virtually, right? We it's just basically a group WhatsApp. We have a group WhatsApp. We have products that we promote. We have them shipped to people's doors, and we teach people, okay, here's how you make, a nutrient dense smoothie. Here's how you have a good meal. And we do it together. And then, and then we cheers each other. I drink mine out of a water. And so we do those simple steps, and we show people how to make it a lifestyle. So if hey, they want to do a protein pacing day next Thursday, we could all be like, hey, you want to do one on next Thursday? Hey, you want to do a cleanse day Wednesday? Let's do it next Wednesday. It becomes sustainable. So we teach people how to, how to fish instead of just give them fish. So it's a process. It's kind of hard to describe in 30 seconds, but
yeah, I like that. Show somebody how to catch fish instead of just giving them the fish.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one.
So, so that's what we take people through a process, hey, here's, part of it is education. Part of it is mindset. Like our journal prompt today, I'm taking a group through an 11-day reset right now. The journal prompt today was what's your relationship with food? Do you like to eat when you're stressed? Do you like to eat when you're sad? Do you eat for, when just because it's in front of you? Those kind of things. So.
Right. Okay.
No, I love that though. I love that you teach them. It's also healing. It is. So even though you are a yoga instructor, you are a healer as well. And so by you teaching your clients how to eat nutrient dense foods and things of that sort, it ultimately helps them heal on the inside. Exactly. So I do love that. It
not goes just on the outside.
Yes.
It's so true. I mean, so that's been cool. And then I can bring all my teachers along, and anybody that wants to be a coach, they help coach. Like I have a yoga teacher. She got her yoga teacher training with me in 2018. This beautiful girl, Jana. And she is now going to be my next coach for the next 11-day that we're going to do. So
paying off her student loan debt. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. Okay. So I don't have that much time. So, but right before we go, just one more question. What advice would you give somebody who was looking to become a yoga instructor?
Yeah. Text me. Do your research. When you're going to go to somebody and study with them, and you're going to put lots of money up front to do it, make sure that they live the life that you want to live. Right? Don't
y'all hear that?
Yes. She's dropping some gems now.
Right. I love it. Right. And make sure you've got the community of people to support you, and honestly, I do mean it.
Most definitely.
If they are struggling, shoot me a message. I'll help give them the resources to point them in the right direction. And I'm excited. I want to see your body scrubs. Will you send me your links?
Yes, I will. Okay. So right before we go, you don't mind letting the viewers know how they can reach you, how they can book a class, whether it's online, in person, whether you all want to take a trip to Hawaii or whatever, just drop your information so the viewers can know how to contact you.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. Instagram is danastrang.official. And my business in Scottsdale is one of the quickest ways. So Synergy Center Scottsdale. And the website is synergycenter.co. And if you do any of the contacts in there, or you do any of the events or register for any of the things, the buck stops here. So I'll see your name or see your thing. But danastrang.official on Instagram. Send me a DM. I love, it's me replying. I always try to be very responsible with.
Be hands-on. Yes. I like that. So if you all caught that, she dropped her information so you all can get in contact with her. I really appreciate you. Yes. I really appreciate your time with doing this interview with us. Again, this is episode 17 of Sister Soul Sessions. I am your host, Amanda Armour. You all can reach me at I am Amanda Armour on Instagram. And if you want to drop your information, our creative director.
So yes, I'm B. You can find me here on IG at unapologetically_B. I'm going to change that eventually because it's too long, but that's how you can reach me. I am the executive creative director, and we will see you all on the next episode. Thank you so much to our guest, Miss Dana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you.
Lots of things to do together.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes,
we will see you soon.
Yes.